Hey everyone. I know it's been a minute. Mostly been resting, but I thought I'd get on and do a short update since the last time you saw me I was in the hospital. But I also wanted to get on and share my favorite head accessories or headbands, headwear that have been the most helpful for me during both chemo when I lost my hair and then now while it's still holding on and growing out. I actually took a shower this morning and washed and dried my hair. That's the first time that's happened in probably a month. I've been trying not to wash my hair very often. I'm trying to wash it like once a week right now because every time I wash it, just tons and tons of hair comes out. I know that like looking, you really couldn't tell. Like, I mean, you can kind of see it thinning some through here, but I'm very grateful that I have very thick hair because it is only just looking thin right now, not balding or patchy really in any places. So as long as it keeps doing that, I'm not going to shave it. If it starts to look patchy to where I'm looking like sickly, then I'll just shave it because I'd rather be bald and just rocking the bald and like I have cancer than like have have it look like it did before I shaved it the last time where it was just like super patchy, like my hairline was super receded, my part was like this wide. That just didn't feel good to me. So if it gets there, I'll shave it, but I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping it really does just thin. And like I said, grateful I have thick hair because I feel like if you don't know me personally, like you wouldn't know that my hair is falling out because I do just have such thick hair. But I know my hair is falling out. I feel like if you know me, you know that this isn't how thick my hair usually is. But just anyone seeing me on the street, they're not gonna know. But I wanted to see like how much was going to be left like after I actually dried it and it wasn't just a greasy mess. And so I'm happy with it. I'm happy that it's not thinner than I thought it was going to be. It's about a third of my hair, I would say. Like I can put it up in a ponytail, but it's more like a pigtail. Like that's like a third pigtail for me. Usually that would be like, yeah, usually my ponytail is pretty thick. Speaking of ponytails, these are actually, they're not a head wrap, but I'm always losing hair ties, and I don't love just like, the black hair tie on your wrist, but that's what I was going to get. I was just going to get some more black hair ties, and then I usually just like wear them out, and they get super, big and expanded because I'm always losing them. Well, I got a pack that I added to our wish list, which was so sweet. Someone sent. These are so amazing. I love them. They don't look like, I mean, they kind of look like hair ties, but they can also, like if you're far enough back, it looks like you're wearing jewelry, like you're wearing a bracelet, like somebody wove or something. And it comes in all kinds of colors. I want to say there was like 24 of them, ranging from like colorful pinks, blues, to then they have like black, brown, tan. And so they will last me forever. These two are the two I picked to start with, and I've had them since I got them. So I've had them for like a month now, just sitting on my wrist, and I use it to pull my hair back when I have to take care of my face. But anyway, sorry, we're getting off topic. Yeah, these are great. I'll make sure to share everything in the description. But short update. There's not much to update other than right now I just finished my second round of chemo. They did lower my dosage, so they lowered it by like 200 whatevers. I was on 1,000, now I'm on 800 for my chemo pump that I go home on. And so I'm really hoping that's what's going to help with the side effects, because right now I got my pump taken off on Sunday, so I'm almost a week in, and that's when the side effects really started kicking in. Last time was like right at a week in. I got my first infusion Wednesday, then went home on the pump, and by the following Wednesday I was couldn't get out of bed. I had like flu-like symptoms. My throat is starting to kind of close up again, so it's getting hard to eat, but otherwise I haven't, knock on wood, had any of the flu-like symptoms, and I've been able to kind of stay up more and play with the girl and, you know, take care of her, which is good because right now she's struggling, and it breaks my heart because she's just struggling with how much I have to leave and be gone to the doctors. And so when I'm here, she really doesn't want anyone else to help her. She's, Mama, do it. Mama, do it. Mama, do it. And sometimes I'm like resting on the couch and my mom's trying to help her. And I'm like, you have to let Beachy help you. Like, Beachy's here to help Mama, and Beachy's going to help you. And so it's just trying to teach her that and also give her the space to be with me because, you know, it's just me lying on the couch, but at least I'm in the room with her. And so today I feel good enough to not just be in the room, but be present and active and playing Play-Doh and doing all the things. And so I just pray that the lowering of the dosage of the chemo is going to continue to allow that to happen. Even if I have a few like just tired days, but the less I eat, the, you know, less energy I have. So it's just, right now we're doing okay. They lowered my dosage, my scans. I will have scans on the 29th. Based on what those scans show, I will either do 2 more rounds of this immunotherapy and chemo. I don't know if I hope I do or if I don't, like, I don't want to, obviously, but I don't know if that's the better option, like, to see if it completely shrinks at all. The other option would be, depending on how much my tumor has shrunk, the other option would be possibly radiation or possibly surgery. And we just won't know that until the 29th. But as of right now, I'm scheduled for another chemo infusion on the 30th. And then that could completely change, just depending on what, like I said, what the scans show. The lymph node that was here, so I did have a lymph node biopsy, and I don't think I updated that on that either, but it was malignant, which we knew, not we knew, but like we suspected, and in my heart, like everything was saying it's malignant, but they hadn't done the biopsy yet, but they did the biopsy and it was malignant, but it was huge. You could feel it, like you could see it, I could feel it. I can't feel it anymore. So that's like just giving me some kind of comfort that hopefully it's the chemo and the immunotherapy is doing what it's supposed to be doing and shrinking everything. So if we go in and the scans show it's completely shrunk and it's gone, then maybe I don't have to do more chemo, and that would be great. But like I said, we won't know anything. So this is a very short non-update to say I'm feeling okay. I'm not in the hospital. I don't plan to go back in the hospital, and we'll know more after the end of the month. So, yeah. But I did want to share, because I've gotten a few more of them in, and now I've gotten the medium size, what has been the most helpful thing for my hair when I lost it, and then now as it's growing out, and I'm trying to like not shed all over the house. But these Karma headbands, I love these. I know a lot of people go with wigs or caps, and I couldn't. I tried a wig, I tried the caps. The caps just made me feel like I looked sick, which, I mean, obviously I had no hair and I was wearing a headband. You could tell I either had cancer or, you know, I wasn't well. But the caps I just felt like the caps for me, I didn't feel as much like myself. I felt more like myself in this, even without hair. And the wigs are just hot. Oh, they're hot. They're hot and itchy and heavy, and no, I couldn't do it. I tried. I really wanted to, because I wanted to be able to like rock a pink wig, like do like rainbow, you know, the like rainbow meld where it like is like soft unicorn colors. Like I wanted to be able to like do a cool wig, but it's hot. And I live in Florida, and now I'm in Houston. Like, no. Maybe if I lived in, you know, Montana or something in the snow, but no, wigs were just not for me. So, these Karma headbands, I got like 2 at the very beginning, and I wore those constantly, unless I just rocked the bald, which I did a lot. I would either go bald most of the time, or if I was going somewhere, like if we were going to go out to dinner, or if I was feeling good enough to do something, I would put one of these on to kind of match, my outfit and give me a little something on my head. But now they're really helpful too because they come in different sizes. So this is the wide one, so it can get really, really wide. But now I wear these most of the time because, like I said, my hair is not falling out in clumps like it was, but it's definitely falling out. Like, poor baby girl, she's like, Mama hair, Mama hair. I'm like, yeah, baby, Mama's hair is all over you. I'm sorry, it's all over the place. And so I use the wide headband and I put it on like this, and then it at least keeps the hair confined to the headband. So it's great. It's also great because I don't wash my hair when I shower. I don't want to get my hair wet, and so I wear this and just kind of keep my head out of the shower when I'm showering. But this keeps it from getting like splashed and wet on the back. I also, if I don't want something touching my neck, because after you don't have hair for a while, when your hair starts to grow back, having your hair touch your neck feels real weird. Very sensory overload sometimes for me. And so the wide headbands you can take, at least for me, I kind of have a small head, so I don't know what would happen if you had a bigger head, but I take and I just wrap it up, put it up here, and then it's like tucked and nothing's touching my neck. And so I find that really helpful. So if you are growing your hair back in after chemo and you're looking for some way to contain it, the wide Karma headbands are perfect. I also use it so like I cover my ears because I got a cold cap thing to put on to try and help keep some of my hair follicles in my head. So I got some cold cap ice packs, and they're really cold on your ears since your ears aren't covered, but I wear this underneath the cold cap and then put the cold cap on top, and it works perfectly. So my head gets cold, but my ears don't get frozen. So that's the wide one. Like I said, I do tend to wear these most often right now just to keep my hair contained. You can also do like, a little something, gives a little pizzazz. Maybe, I don't know, I've never knotted it down here, but maybe you could knot it and then it's like a little colorful ponytail. But they also have medium. So this is the medium size, which I hadn't had before, but I actually really love the medium for like going somewhere because it's like thick enough. It's not thick like, it's not wide like the wide one. It will cover my head some, but like it's still my hair still hangs out. So it's not containing my hair and keeping it from like shedding all over the place. But what I really like about it is if I am going to go somewhere, usually I wear one of these to keep my hair out of my face. It's like, it looks cute, but it's also not like super thin to where you're not like, it doesn't have a good hold. It has a good hold, but it's not tight. And it's just a cute little look to keep my hair out of my face when we take the girl to the park or the park, because I'm really not supposed to go anywhere enclosed right now, enclosed spaces. So we've taken her to the park a couple times, and I just wear this to keep my hair back. So that is the medium one, and there's all kinds of designs. So yellow is my favorite color, but this one, I can't remember if it's called the small or the thin. I want to say it's called the thin, but like I said, I'll link everything below so that if you need to find them, like you'll know this is the thin one or the small, whatever, when I look it up, whatever it says. But I like these two when I don't need a lot of hold and just want something like smaller. So these are similar to the medium ones, but the medium just has a little bit more hold, and then this one, oh, I think the girl is awake. The girl is awake. She hears me. I came into my parents' room to do this, but I was probably being too loud. Either that or she's ready to get up. She's probably ready to get up. So I'm going to go in a minute, but yeah, this is the thin one. I really like these two. All the Karma headbands. If you are experiencing hair loss for any reason, I highly recommend these. They have been great. Like I said, both when I was bald and especially, I feel like I use them even more now that my hair is growing out and I'm trying to keep it like off of my face and from shedding all over the house. I have one of these in my hair basically 24/7, except for when I'm sleeping. I don't wear them sleeping, but I probably should because when I wake up in the morning, my hair's all over the pillow. So, I don't know if this is helpful. Just know that if you're experiencing hair loss, there are all kinds of options. Wigs may work great for you. They may not bother your head. You may love them. Caps may work great. I love a baseball cap. I still do wear baseball caps when we go out sometimes. Still usually have the sun underneath it, but I'm not supposed to get sun right now because all the medicine I'm on makes me really susceptible to sunlight or sunburn. So I'm trying to wear a hat whenever we go outside. But you just kind of have to experiment and see what works for you. But those are the head coverings that have worked the best for me, these Karma head wraps. I was originally at some point going to do like a whole chemo clothes thing, like what to wear for chemo, but I gave my port shirt to my sister-in-law because she unfortunately got diagnosed with breast cancer after I was diagnosed, and I didn't need it anymore because thought I was done with chemo. So I gave it to her, and she's been using it. But if you are going to be going through chemo, get a port shirt. Like, they're not the most attractive things, but it was the perfect uniform. I literally just put it on whenever I went, didn't have to worry about what I was wearing, and then it just unzips. They can access your port, and it's easy. So I'll add that below too. But Karma headbands for the win. And yep, that's it for now. She's like, down, 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 mama, down. I don't know if you can hear her or not. Mummy up. Mummy up. So I'm going to go get my girl up. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.